back to Cricket on Air, friends, and today we are having a free and frank discussion with former India fast bowler Atul Wasan.
All your test matches have been away from India.
Yeah.
So, do you miss ever playing in India, the test matches part?
Not really. It was a common fact that in India, at best, Indian team could afford to play only two fast bowlers. And that too, Kapil was a magnificent all-rounder. Manoj used to open the batting.
Right.
So, and the spinners used to do the business for India. 3 spinners used to play.
Correct.
So, I think that was very hard for a third bowler to play a test match in India. I think still it's the truth. Indian team still doesn't play with 3 fast bowlers in Indian conditions.
Right.
He is wasted. The third guy gets wasted because out of the 100 overs in a day, 70 overs are bowled by the spinners. So, so I think it was a given.
But you wouldn't have liked to play in like on Firoz Shah Kotla and in front of your home crowd?
Yeah, Firoz Shah Kotla has been a hard grind. I played 12 years for Delhi, and I played over 100 first-class games. And I tell you, I was 6'4" and now I'm 6'3" because Kotla took half an inch off me. Yeah.
So on that tour of England, I think Sachin scored his first ever test match 100, right?
Yeah.
What was the feeling like then?
Before that, I must take you back in Napier test match, just the series before that. And Sachin was batting at 88 odd. And I know he came out for tea and he says, I was telling him, come on here, you could, I'm just thinking, don't talk to me, don't tell me about the 100, let me just concentrate, because if he would have scored that 100, he would have been the youngest centurion.
Right.
But he got out at 88 and he came back and he was weeping. I could, tears were coming out. So I said, come on, this is only the 4th or 5th test match. You'll get plenty of opportunities, But eventually, when we went to the next tour, he didn't get many in the first test match. The second test match was in Manchester, the Old Trafford, and I was telling him, and before that match, we went out for dinner, and he was just saying that, I'm batting well, and he got 100 against Leicester, just going up to Old Trafford, so he was in good touch. And there it was, he got his first 100, and it was a match-saving 100. Manoj batted well. We were about to lose the test match. So it was exciting to be there.
About the youngsters nowadays, we have mentioned a bit about them, but who would you pick as the most promising one in the Indian team currently?
It has to be Virat Kohli. He's the next big thing, I think. And I'm so glad to see his development. I remember the first day. That academy, I'm the chief patron. I never go there very often. It is run by one of my dear friends who used to play first-class cricket with me, called Rajkumar Sharma, who's the coach there. And I just go when we pick up the boys and all. Once in a while I used to go. And he used to say, I've got a guy called Virat. You must come. And he's a young guy, but he's amazing. You must come. So he always used to say, okay, I'll come and watch him. There are 2 brothers, so you come and watch. So Virat and Virat's elder brother was there. So incidentally, his father and mother were there. His father is no more now, but his father was there that day, and I bowled at him, And he was a young kid, he was just getting in line, and I was amazed to see, that he was not scared facing up to somebody like me. He's only 12 years old. So, and the other brother was very ordinary. So I told his father, don't waste your time on this one. This is the guy. And it's very hard to say that you see a talent and the talent becomes what he eventually does. It's amazing. So it's just talent along with hard work also. The guy is really hardworking. He's really focused now. Lost a bit of focus a few years ago, when fame, money and everything comes in. Right. Young kids are not mature enough to handle that. Yeah, right. He's been through it, now he knows what is the value, and it's great to see him. He's captain of Royal Challengers Bangalore now, he's a young kid, and he was worried to take it up, and he called me saying that should I take it up because there are a lot of test players and big players. I said you should just go ahead and take it. Why? If you are the only player they have retained, you can imagine, So it's so glad to see that people showing faith in him, and you can see that he's taking it well. He's taking the responsibility.
Time for a quick break, friends. We'll continue our discussion with Atul on the other side of this break. Stay tuned.